everybody. My name is Madeline Besessar, and today I'm going to inform you guys about a serious topic that I've researched for several months now, the achievement gap here at PS DuPont. What is exactly the achievement gap? Well, there are many interpretations of it. The formal definition of the achievement gap is the persistent disparity of academic performance among subgroups of people, such as different races and economic classes. The illustration at the bottom represents this well, with a large gap between minorities and the poor, with the rich and the privileged. And no, it doesn't just happen in third world countries, it happens here in the US too. In fact, the achievement gap is a major issue here at PS. There are many things in place right now that try to shorten the gap here at PS, such as second breakfast and monthly incentives. But even with these programs, there's still a large gap that needs to be fixed within our school. So how does the achievement gap affect PS? Let's look at this graph on the right. This is 8th grade's honor roll statistics from second marking period this year. It shows that 26 students from regular and honors programs earned honor roll, while 72 students from the gifted program earned honor roll, leaving a rough 1-to-3 ratio between the two groups. If that didn't sound ridiculous enough for you, there's about twice as many regular and honor students compared to gifted students, making gifted students 6 times more likely to earn honor roll than their non-gifted peers. This is just absolutely absurd. It makes no sense how enrollment in a different academic program at the same school will drastically change your chance of receiving honor roll, a basic 3.25 GPA. So why does this happen? Let's look at the next image. Here is the composition of the whole student body last year. It seems pretty normal, with 46% of black students, 39% of white students, 6% of Hispanic and Asian students, 2% of multiracial students, and 1% of other races. But when we look at the gifted student body composition, it tells a different story. In the gifted program last year, 71% of students were white, 12% of students were Asian, 11% of students were black, 2% of students were Hispanic and multiracial, and 1% were other races. Now let's look at the poverty percentages of each race in Wilmington. 34% of black people are in poverty, 31% of Hispanics are in poverty, 42% of multiracial people are in poverty, while only 11% of white people and 7% of Asians are in poverty. So how does it all connect together? The past 3 slides have shown that kids enrolled in the gifted program at PS are 6 times more likely to earn honor roll compared to their non-gifted peers. We also know that even though the student body composition of PS was 46% black, 39% white, 6% Hispanic, 6% Asian, 2% multiracial, and 1% other, the gifted student body composition was 71% white, 12% Asian, 11% black, 2% multiracial, 2% Hispanic, and 1% of other races. Through these two statistics, we can see that enrollment increases significantly for Asian and white students, decreases significantly for black and Hispanic students, and stays about the same for multiracial and students for other races. But this may just be the case due to the small amount of students that are multiracial and other races in the first place. Now, if we look at the poverty percentages of races in Wilmington, we see that 34% of black people are in poverty, 31% of Hispanics are in poverty, 11% of Caucasians are in poverty, 7% of Asians are in poverty, and 42% of multiracial and people of other races are in poverty. And from the last slide, we know that Asian and white people have significantly higher rates of attendance in the gifted program compared to blacks and Hispanics, who have really low rates of attendance in the gifted program. This is because they have significantly higher poverty rates compared to Caucasians and Asians. In fact, research has proven that families in poverty have a much lower chance of their kids being enrolled in advanced academic programs and have lower grades due to less support in the household financially, mentally, and emotionally. In our school, we can see how placement in different academic programs correlate with academic achievement, with gifted kids being 6 times more likely to earn honor roll than those who are not. As you can see, this is how economic and racial differences tie together to influence academics, and how large of an academic disparity there is between races and economic classes. So what can you do to help those suffering from the achievement gap? No matter your age, IQ, or financial status, you can do something to help others around you. If you know that someone is struggling with something like family or academics, try to help them. Conversely, if you are someone that is struggling with something that is affecting you a great deal, talk to someone that can help you with it, like a friend or teacher. Another thing you can do is to donate to charities to provide more academic opportunities to those in need. You can also help others by changing your own habits as well, such as not abusing second breakfast privileges or supporting referendums. And above all, you can help close the achievement gap by telling others and spreading awareness about it. If you inform others, they can also help people that are being affected by the gap. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.